Welcome, everyone, to Analytics Are For the Nerds, a comedy dynasty football podcast. There's no football going on, but we're still talking. Let's go.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the
film festival. It's just a golf clap, right? They don't actually give you like a real clap. I feel like it's very, high society. They're not going to give you
Yeah, it's like a queef clap, like
I'm never gonna get that image out of my head.
like that Moana.
Very clear 101 in this biggest foot in the mouth draft. And the 101, it's very clearly Rex Ryan, because that guy has definitely put some feet in the mouth.
That's so good.
100%. Guy loves feet, his white feet,
Big feet.
lots of feet in
Little
the mouth.
feet.
I'm sure.
So many feet.
Long live Dolly Parton.
Hold on, I gotta look up how she
It's not.
is.
You're looking. Wait, do you not know who Dolly Parton is?
No, I know who she is. I'm just trying to see what she looks like now.
She's still with us.
No, I want to see what she looks like now because like 10 years ago I would have. Oh, I still would. 100% still would. Absolutely. How old is she? She's got to be like 80, right? Are you judging me? I can't see you because I'm looking
I
at
have
Google.
that ticker. Let me see.
you're
And,
judging.
the double mustache and like that is fucking gross. So welcome.
I do want to be clear, though, that I have earned one, and Lou is depressed. There's a big difference. Lou is still trying to convince 16-year-olds he's cool, and they keep telling him they don't want weed from him. They can get it from anywhere.
Gentlemen, how are we doing? Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. We're in the start or middle of sailing season, so we're able to catch us on a Tuesday night now. We're switching it up, right?
Switching up. Thank you to the listener and you guys for switching. Yes, I am a WASP apparently, and I sail professionally. I hate me, and we're losing people the second I'm talking about. I sail on Wednesday nights. I race, and it's hard to with a boat. It's you're going in slow motion sometimes, so it's hard to get to a 9:00 start when your boat's going whatever way the wind.
Tell everybody the real reason. It's because you want to come home and watch the end of the Knicks game. You can blame your you can blame your sailing.
I'm an athlete.
You're
but
like
before the Knicks is tomorrow, and I was like yesterday, which was game 3 home at the Knicks, and I love the Knicks, and I was like, "Oh, let's go, we got this." And then I was like, "Okay, so real quick, game 4 clinch is gonna be tomorrow." And I was like, "Can you guys think we can move it?" And Louis said no.
No, I was just trying to figure out what game 4 you were talking about. I didn't know that there was basketball going on at all. No, I used to be a Knicks fan. I'm not a basketball fan anymore. I tried to tune in here, but it just doesn't captivate me anymore. Sucks. Game's different.
The game's different. I feel like you would be the kind of guy though that like would play street ball and like have a pair of like Allen Iverson gym shorts.
I was not. I was so bad, and I think that's another reason why my fandom died in teenage years. Probably because I got made fun of so many times for trying to play.
They actually came up with the inspiration of Philip Seymour Hoffman's role for the Let It Rain off of Louis in the park shooting hoops. So
rain chops. Yeah, I when I moved to Florida, I was like 20, and I had a really nice apartment complex, and I had a full-on basketball court. And to make friends at the restaurant I worked at, I had to like invite everybody to come play basketball so I could make friends, and quickly lost them because they watched me play basketball. So yeah, basketball was never my sport. But you do nail it. I do nail white guy on the basketball court.
Oh yeah.
you know, I only wear the basketball shorts. I don't play basketball.
Just for the boner look. I think it's so interesting that a guy that worked at Disney once in his life is bad at basketball. I'm really just
shocked. Oh my god! Can I? This is really funny story. I got to tell you. So me and Kyle Turner went to a thing called Sunset Sundays here. It's like a EDM outside show, very inclusive. It was on Pride Day, so very much. And whatever. I'm doing this new thing in my dance moves where I'm incorporating the fan into my dance moves. I got one of those little Chinese fans, and and I'm incorporating it. There was this very nice gay gentleman that walked by me, and he goes, "Give me some of that," and he kind of like leaned his face in. And so I assumed at first he might have been talking about a fan, but I did do. For a second, I puckered my lips and moved. I didn't know what he was asking for. I was confused. Did you want a kiss, or do you want the fan? Kyle watched me as you could see me contemplate which one to give him. Yeah, sorry. I don't know that we went from Disney. You said Disney, and that's the story I went to.
You thought I was saying his knee. So yeah, that's you're so inclusive, and happy Pride Month to all those who celebrate, including Louis this year. So happy for you. That's amazing. Yeah, so the Knicks anyway. So we'll see how the Knicks do. Hopefully it'll be Knicks in 5. Yeah, we can get it. And then Ryan, you are roller hockey indoors?
Yeah. I only care about my sports now. The last professional sports that I've watched was in person. The playoffs when we got our hearts taken, ripped out from us Sabres fans. But yeah, I'm tuned out of all playoffs. But go Team Dixie Wrecked because we just got the win tonight. No joke, that's the team name.
Wow. You just named your cheat code on some sort of Roblox or something. Very, very, very cool, Ryan. Congratulations! I know you won tonight's big game, so you got this. So let's get into some fun stuff, shall we? We are going to talk a little sports, talk a little pop culture. I do have some fun football. I guess this is pop culture trash. Did you guys hear about Hassan Reddick and AJ Brown? Their little rift with Jalen Hurts. You guys hear about this?
I don't think I saw anything about it. No.
Allegedly. Right? We're safe now, right, Ryan?
Yeah,
Allegedly.
covered everything.
Hassan Reddick has a side piece who is also shagging AJ Brown. It's also so Hassan Reddick and AJ Brown share the same side piece. So AJ Brown then went to Jalen Hurts and was like, "Man, can you believe this is insane? Like, you got to tell Hassan to let her go. Like, she's mine." And Jalen's like, "Yeah, I just want to play football, and I don't care." And then there's this huge thing. So now there's allegedly AJ Brown is hurt that Jalen Hurts cared too much about football and not about his personal life. So now there's a rift, allegedly.
Mary fuck kill Jalen Hurts, Hassan Reddick, or AJ Brown. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna abstain, but
that's I have not heard that, but it does seem very kind of similar to at least the fighting about what the personal life thing is compared to caring about football. To the Diggs Allen story, because I seemed like Diggs kind of got mad at Allen for his personal life, kind of affecting him on the field, and then Diggs got all the shit for that, where I don't know if he really deserved it. This seems maybe like you said, Hurts is just trying to stay out of it, and he's getting in the middle of it. I think Hurts has bigger problems to worry about there in Philly, like losing his job eventually. So I hopefully he is staying focused because I think he's in trouble there, Dry.
Yeah, I do think there were some off the field issues causing on the field issues last year with Hurts and AJ Brown. You could see, some of the effort. There's been people putting together clips of his lack of effort and blocking plays, and I think he was pissed about not getting the ball, and also just maybe with the level of play he was getting from Hurts. He wasn't, he was missing the deep shots. So I do expect a rebound year for AJ Brown. I don't know if he's going to pay off this new expensive ADP, but yeah, I'm kind of on the AJ Brown side of that because as we know, just not a big Hurts believer. I do expect, as Louis mentioned, that he's potentially in peril of losing his job. And I tell you what, we'll talk about some receiving options later, but Philly is set up pretty nicely for whoever comes in there after Jalen Hurts, and it may be as soon as next year.
And pick a side piece owner, right? Yeah. So true. Did you
Isn't
guys
it insane though? Just like as three regular people not understanding what it's like to be an athlete and make that kind of money, but it really shows how fucked up like heartbreak and love can like he was legitimately not trying on a football field where he was making millions of dollars because his feelings were hurt, and that's it's just insane that's something that happens to everybody.
Yeah. Also, speak for yourself. Ryan is a professional roller hockey player, and I'm a professional sailor. You're not good at basketball, so we know all about the team.
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember this. I was freshman year MVP at St. Joe's Hockey, so no big deal.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
But take into account St. Joe's has like 13 hockey teams. So,
yeah, and I was on, I was on the freshman team. But whatever, still scored. I had learned how to skate that year, so it was a big deal. 14.
Now changing your varsity, the freshman team. Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, there was over 14 freshmen. Okay, so I want it fair and square.
I'm very happy for you. No tryouts, which just pay your way.
Yeah, you want to play? You got skates? You're on the team.
All right. It's actually called open skate, but they tell you it's called freshman hockey. So fun.
There was no MVP award. There was just some guy sitting there like he drew an award really quick. He's like, you got it.
There's no other team. You're just skating around with cones the whole time. Like there's no opponents.
Yeah. And then the one like 15-year-old girl that's just trying to practice her triple axels. So fun. Hope you guys did good that year. Did you guys see the amazing TV flub where the Icelandic TV channel accidentally aired an episode of the Teletubbies with subtitles from season 4 of The Sopranos?
No.
So in this, they're just, if you remember the Teletubbies, they're just like making noise. They're big little animal kind of, I don't know, technically alien creatures. And like, they're just like, la, 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 la. And then the subtitles, there's one scene where it says, I know you were high at my mother-in-law's funeral. And then that is like what it was over the Teletubbies. It was like a very intense episode of The Sopranos was dubbed over, it was dubbed over the Teletubbies. I think that's amazing. If you could, can you guys think of like a random matchup that would be insane? Like a Breaking Bad with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or like any sort of
my God, that's so funny that you said it because I was about to tell you a story. There was one time that's so funny. You said Fresh Prince. There was one time where I was so high and there was music on but it was like a really Frank Sinatra or something, but I was watching also a Fresh Prince episode and it was syncing perfectly to me. Like I said, I was really high, but when I tell you, I was in a group full of people and we were losing our minds. So yeah, I think that was really good. A movie, I mean, that's perfect. Teletubbies and Sopranos can't be more far apart.
Right? Why do I feel like when you were listening to Frank Sinatra, perhaps My Way over Fresh Prince, you guys, it's like when you see a good like rap battle, everyone's like, oh, like when he's like, I had it my way, and you guys are like, oh, I just picture that. That's what
we were losing our minds for sure. I will tell you that.
I'm gonna go with something that's being played often in our house lately. I'm gonna go Bluey is the show that's being played, but the audio is Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I feel like that would mesh pretty well there too. It's a very chaotic show. There's always a lot going on in Bluey, so I feel like that could maybe work.
Bluey and Dee together are just a match in heaven. I love it. So we're going to this is another segment on Everything and Nothing. It's called, we're going to talk football this time. More football. So there was a list of every NFL's team's worst head coach. And just for time, I'm going to give you a few, and I want you guys to guess who they picked. Okay.
So worst coach that ever coached for that team?
That ever coached that team. I will say one is very I'll give you a hint of the decade. Okay. It's too weird. So let's just go. Let me go Bengals. Do you guys have an idea of who that could be? This was in the 90s. Worst head coach.
Rich Kotite? No, he wasn't there. There was
worst winning percentage in franchise history.
Yeah, it was whoever was before Marvin Lewis.
Shula.
Yes.
It was kid, right? Okay.
Yep, 1992 to 96. Let's give you let's go this one's interesting. Let's go Dolphins. This one you guys might get. This was
Joe Philbin.
This was the infamous 1-15 season.
Philman, I don't think was it. I think it was no,
it wasn't him.
Alliteration. The name is alliteration. Starts with a C.
He's somewhere in the league right now, still coaching. Not a head coach, but he's a coordinator.
First name is Cam.
Cam. Oh, geez.
Cam Cameron.
Cam Cameron. Okay.
Even the name is goofy. We love it.
Yeah.
Let's say the Buffalo Bills. Who do you think was the worst?
Dick Duran.
So nope. That's my guy. That's my worst guy.
That's my answer. That's the correct answer too.
I think it is. Skeletor was the worst one in my opinion. This one was voted because of poor culture and losing seasons.
Oh.
Sean McDermott. Greg Williams.
Yep. That's
what he was not the worst coach.
He was such an asshole.
He was an asshole.
Oh, you know who was
brilliant?
Duran's not the answer either. It's Doug Marrone by a fucking mile.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess Marrone is worse.
We could agree on Marrone.
I'll switch to Marrone too.
Yeah, this thing sucks. Do you guys okay? This is a fun one. The New England Patriots.
Oh man, they would have had somebody back in like the 70s and 80s. That was terrible.
Is it recent? Oh, I think I know who it is. Do you like him? Could it be Pete Carroll? He had a short stint there, didn't he?
He did. After his
somebody I don't know of.
This is 1990. They had a 1-15 record.
Yeah, I have no idea who that guy was.
This is a name that sounds like a porno name. Rod Rust.
Oh, I have never heard of that guy ever.
You want to know all of our Halloween costumes should be this year? Rod Rust.
But you just wear a New England a New England blazer. They're like, who are you? Like, duh. Rod Rust. What are you talking about?
Brian, Louis would want to be Brian Rust, if anybody. So.
There was a coach that made it on looks like two different teams, same coach, two different teams. And you want me to give you
give us the two teams. But I think that might be too good.
The Eagles and the 49ers.
Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
Yep. Chip Kelly. And then we'll just give you one more. This is a big name guy. The Saints. Big name.
Could that be Greg Williams? Oh no, he wasn't there.
He had the Ricky Williams.
Mike Ditka.
There you go, guys. All right, that was fun, right? We'll pick that up.
You got one more?
I got one more. You want to go?
It's fun. I don't care if we stop.
It's fun, right? Yeah, this is Tuesday. Do you guys want to do the Panthers?
Panthers.
I can give you the reason why they were rated bad. Massive contract, terrible rebuild.
Ron Rivera.
No, Rule.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That was fun. That was
fun. All right. Rod Rust, let's go.
Rod Rust. I can't wait.
I can't wait till can we start seeing him trending for no reason. First time his name was said in 10 years. All right, so let's talk a little mini camp. How exciting this is happening. We're gonna start up. This is when football gets fun. There's some buzz going on, and let's talk about it. So do you think what's going on between Deshaun Watson over Shedeur Sanders? What do you think is happening with that?
I'm sorry. I talked about this. I'm drafting Watson as the starter there. One, I don't love Sanders or whatever, but two, I just think that the owner, this is obviously going to be another down year, and I think that they just want to give this another chance because they got the money invested. They might even think it's the worst option of the two personally, and are going to push that because they want to lose and get a higher draft pick. That could be part of this, but at the end of the day, there's too many signs showing an advantage to Watson, and I think he's going to have to be really, really bad to lose at least the job in the beginning. It could be one of those flip-flop things if it doesn't work out, which obviously they're not going to be good either way. So
yeah, I liken this situation to what's going on in Arizona. I don't expect Deshaun to finish the season as a starter, but I do expect him to start the season as a starter. So whether it's Shedeur getting games at the end of the season or Taylor Green, I don't really think they have any plan for the quarterback from Oregon that they drafted last year, Dillon Gabriel. But I think it's really an avoid situation for me. I will take some stabs if I really need a quarterback, maybe in a super flex best ball, but I just don't like the situation because I don't expect Deshaun to play more than 10 games. Like, he's not good enough anymore. And if he is, I'll stand up and admit that I was wrong, but I just don't see it with him. I think he's cooked.
I tend to agree, and but I just don't know. You're right. I mean, because it's hard to see a way that he plays more than 10 games because if he wins the starting job like I expect, because I just don't see him being good enough to hang around the playoff picture to justify not giving Shedeur one more chance to see what you have in him. So you might be right there. It's a tough call. If you're drafting best ball, maybe draft both of them because they're both cheap. I don't know, and then you protect yourself, I guess.
All right. Is Jordan James the best backup behind Christian McCaffrey? Or if you're like, what does that mean, Allie? I would also say, is Jordan James the handcuff to own behind CMC?
I would say not necessarily. I don't believe it yet. I still think Kalen Black's going to get his chops, and he is described to me to be the more of the receiving back between the two, which is kind of what I'm more interested in anyways. If CMC goes down, they're not giving somebody a CMC workload. It's just not happening. But you do want to find the primary back who's going to receive more of those touches in that situation. And I think if you're looking at a situation where CMC goes down, you're going to want the passing back because the pass catching back, because they're going to be in negative game scripts. They're going to be looking to funnel the ball off to the running back. So I'm in more on Kalen Black, but I'm taking mostly equal stabs at them because we just don't have enough information at this point. In the next 2 weeks, I think we're going to start to learn a little bit more about who's getting the edge in that competition, or if they bring somebody in.
Yeah, that's not the worst point that you made, and I think I probably should be more 50-50, and I'm finding myself leaning a little bit more James because of the mini camp buzz. Only because that handcuff position is really important. So, and I think James is going to be the first guy they would give the shot to. But your point about maybe taking the stabs 50-50 which I might want to try to even out my exposures because, this is all about winning at the end, right? And does, Black, if a McCaffrey injury happens early or something like that, like does Black eventually get that look later in the season? So I probably will look to even that out a little bit more, but I've been pretty heavy on James since the buzz started with him.
All right. I find this very interesting. Did you guys see that allegedly McDermott was at the Giants practice? What do you think about that? Or will be there soon?
Right. It wasn't allegedly. He was there at practice yesterday. Kind of as they just said as a visitor to Shane, and he was just in there, at practice talking to Joe Shane. But that, would make a lot of sense if he took some form of advisor role there or something. He's worked under Shane before, and they obviously have a history. And McDermott, in every opportunity he's had to talk here over the last month or so, has expressed interest in getting back in the league. He did say that he was going to take the year off and kind of reevaluate, but wondering if that visit doesn't mean a little bit of that he might get in there as a, just maybe an advisor or something throughout the year. And maybe that possibly gives him a look at a job underneath Harbaugh next year. I don't know if that would be something that he would even be willing to take. I'm sure he's going to probably get some head coach interest, but I wouldn't be shocked to hear in a few weeks that he signs on as like an advisor for the Giants for the year. And that's, I think he is an amazing assistant and an amazing, person to have in the locker room. I don't think he's a very good head coach. But I think that's a good signing for them if they do bring him in.
I still love my McDermott. I still love him. Ryan, what do you think?
I think he is very likely to be in TV this year in broadcasting. I think he'll be really well suited for that role. I think he's going to want to remain somewhat in the public's attention because I expect him to want to get back into coaching next year. I think he's going to get a head coaching gig. I mean, who's to say that, I don't know, like the Bengals, for example, like how long are they keeping Zach Taylor? I mean, come on, they've tried it so many times. Wouldn't the Bengals be the type of team to be like, all right, we've really never had a good defense. Let's bring in a defensive, minded head coach, somebody who has a lot of experience winning against the Chiefs. I feel like that would make a ton of sense. So I think he takes the year off. He's probably going to these things just to, stay in the loop, stay connected to these people. I don't expect him to take a job with the Giants. I think he bought a house in Charlotte. Again, he's going to probably spend most of the year down there with his family. And then, in 2027 find a new gig. So I think he's going to sit this one out, but I do respect him as a coach. I was very shocked by the move, but we'll see. He'll land on his feet.
Yeah. I think you're right to that point of, he's just networking right now and just letting people know that, hey, I'm available next year. I'm just trying to, and he might watch a lot of tape. So even more than last year. All right. Next question. This is a two-parter, so buckle up. Is there a world where Kirk Cousins keeps the Raiders starting job all year? And then with that, what's better for the players around them when it comes to the fantasy?
I'm going to start here. No, there's no world in which Kirk Cousins is starting all. We can try and tell ourselves this story. We can try and tell ourselves this story with like a 13th overall pick like JJ McCarthy, right? And how many games did it take for him to get in there? So I know he had an injury and it's a bit of a different situation, but he's the Fernando Mendoza is the first overall pick. So he's not going to wait more than 8 games. I mean, I guess the universe in which that happens is Mendoza gets injured. That's it. That's the only situation I see in which,
if they're 5-3, there's zero chance they're going to Mendoza. Zero.
There's 0% chance that they're going 5-3 with Kirk Cousins.
I don't think so. I think he's going to be good. I really do. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be really good to fantasy owners. I think he's a lot better for fantasy owners with that group. And then I think there's a chance that team's not bad and that he's in the playoff race halfway through the year. And so they go with him. They've already stressed that they think Mendoza can sit a year and that they would be comfortable in it. I think he's going to put up numbers. I wouldn't be shocked. I just wouldn't be shocked to see it. I'm starting to get a little worried about my Mendoza shares because, I did kind of eat up a lot of them in Dynasty just because I needed quarterbacks in a lot of places. But I wouldn't be shocked to see Cousins make that, whatever, Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, whatever you want to say, just leap here this year and keep the job for a year and look good.
Ellie, as the de facto producer of this show, I'm going to need you to come up with some kind of siren or something where we now have it's an alert. All right. We have a new Kenny Pickett. We have a Kirk Cousins is Louis' new Kenny Pickett. I cannot with these guys that they're washed. And I get that they're telling you, oh, we're comfortable with our first overall pick franchise quarterback sitting an entire year, which would be the biggest waste of a rookie contract ever. You don't sit your first overall pick an entire year.
I get that
on a rookie deal. So
I get that. I also think he's the worst number one pick in a really long time.
We can disagree on how good we think Kirk Cousins still is, but that situation, they're not going 5-3, and they're not starting the whole season with Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry, that's not happening.
Yeah, my concern is more so. Well, one, I think like I said, I think he's going to look good for fantasy and for that team. But two, it's more so about how bad I think Mendoza is, and I think that they're totally comfortable with him getting a year under a veteran. Mendoza sucks, dude. Sucks. He's going to be horrible. Absolutely going to be horrible. Mendoza's going to be horrible.
Awesome.
Horrible.
Do we have any dynasty leagues together where you have taken it?
I have them everywhere because I needed quarterbacks. So I will gladly trade him for Kyler Murray right now.
Okay. I wish I could make that deal happen somewhere. If I can, I'm going to look for it.
Yeah. I just can't stand him. Sorry.
I'm so pumped. I was just thinking, Louis, you almost had your first kiss at Pride, and all of a sudden you're like going against the grain. So very interesting. Also, why aren't we calling our podcast three ponytails? I don't get why we have to.
wait, but Brian doesn't have his.
I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, it's gone. The hair's good. The flow, it's still got some flow, but it's not. It's not the
I still
can't put it up in a sexy bun like that.
All right, I think we need more Kirk Cousins, Mendoza.
Kirk
you guys are gonna fight.
2026. What are we talking about?
I can't wait. I just it's gonna be a good I'm so excited. Okay, so Roman Wilson, is he standing out? And is there any way Aaron Rodgers can produce 3 good fantasy wide receivers?
I've heard good things. There's been Roman Wilson hype for 3 years. Of course, now it's coming out again after he played really well against people with no pads on. Regardless of how good he can be or is looking, I just don't think Rodgers can produce 3. And I'm betting on Freiermuth. So I'm kind of betting on Freiermuth having a pretty good bounce back year. So I'm betting on him. I'm kind of betting down on Metcalf, definitely down on Wilson, where I think he's pretty much undraftable. And then a little bit up on Pittman, I think. Those are just I'm betting Freiermuth the most there. But I just can't see him producing that many good assets,
Roman Wilson Camp Buzz is the most June 9th fucking report ever of all time. I mean, just enough with these. No. He could have been a thing as a rookie. He could have been a thing as a second year. Now he's going to be a thing as a third year because Chris Sims had him as the best wide receiver in that class. Well, listen, no, it's over. It's Jover for that guy. I mean, it has been over for a long time. So just move on with your lives. Jeremy Bernard, I think, is probably my favorite bet in that group because I'm basically betting against one of Metcalf or Pittman, which I'm fine doing. And he's the cheapest at cost. And I know I get Freiermuth too, but the only thing that scares me just a little bit with Freiermuth is that they do really like Darnell Washington. Obviously, he's more of a blocker, but he's going to still take away probably 4 or 5 touchdowns. And that, if you're looking at, normally those going to Muth, I think that's going to be a potentially a big hit for him.
I agree with that.
Oh, that's good. Look at that, guys.
We got really spicy with Kirk Cousins Mendoza, but we ended on an agreement.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the time. We're gonna do. Should we do the last one? Let's do.
We could run through this in 10 minutes.
Fine. We'll make this fun and fast. Let's rank the top 10 receiving option teams. Teams that have the best group of receiving options. So wide receivers and tight ends only, gentlemen.
Let's try to work through this together a little bit, right?
Let's go 10-1 too. Can we go from bottom to top?
Sure. I think we're gonna have more trouble at 10, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My 10th, I have the Saints.
Okay. I didn't have the Saints in my top 10. Do you have the Packers in your top 10?
I do. I have them at 7.
All right.
So
I'm fine with either the Packers or Saints there at 10. I mean, I think Packers maybe slight edge because of Kraft versus Juwan Johnson. I mean, in a tight scenario. So
sure. I think I have Olave and Tyson though over Watson and Reed by a really good margin.
Maybe Watson I'm really warming up to, but yes, on I'll take the rookie. Yeah, I guess it's really close.
It's close. Yeah, it's close. Like I said, I have them 7 and 10.
All right, well, maybe they should both be in the top 10 though. So
yeah, I would wonder when we get through this, maybe a team that you're missing.
The
next team I have is, well, why don't you say what you have at 9? And then
I have Vikings at 9.
Dude.
Awesome.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's it's perfect.
First match.
I mean, I think Jennings is a really good addition to that room. I don't think Hawk is completely dead. I really have trouble clicking on him, but I just don't think he's dead, especially with Kyler. I think, there might be a little bit of an improvement there. Jefferson should bounce back. Addison's the only one that I'm kind of really iffy about, like how that turns out for him. But yeah, man, that's great.
I just think, more for me, it's not even about Hawk. It's about the trifecta receivers. Like that's a nice group of receiving, and Jennings is a perfect third option there. I mean, seriously, that's a great group of receivers if you're building that out.
My number 8, I'm going to go, and I'm going to pick yours if you don't agree with me, but Arizona.
Dude, I'm close. That's 7 for me.
Okay.
So I have the Eagles at 8. They could be higher for me, though.
I had Eagles way back, dude. So I had Eagles like 21st.
See, I think let me just make the case for him real quick. So, I know you lose AJ Brown, but Devonta Smith, I really, really still like him. And you look at Mekhi Lemon, I know he's got a hammy right now, but it's June, so I don't care about soft tissue injuries in June. And then you have Goddard, who I know is aging out, but is still pretty effective in the red zone. And then a wild card with Stowers. Like you have pieces in that offense. It kind of excites me for the next group. That's what I was talking about earlier, but they don't necessarily have to be in here. So, I'm fine putting the Cardinals at 8. And then if we want to discuss the 7 spot.
7 spot. So I had Green Bay there. Where did you have there? Oh, you had Arizona. So we both had teams that we already talked about. Let's just go 6. 6, I have Denver.
I didn't have them in my top 10, but I can see why you
really.
Have them.
Yeah.
I have the Cowboys at 6. And for me, it's just respecting Lamb and Pickens. Do you have Dallas in your top 10? 2. Okay.
I have them too. I think Ferguson's good enough to put. I think they're the best 1-2 duo, and I'm even putting them over Chase and Higgins and Puka and Adams. But I think
I'm fine moving them up a little bit more. So why don't we? I'm not sure if Denver though.
I have Cincy at 5.
Cincy I had at 4. So yeah, that's
4,
good.
So
that's
close. Detroit I have at 4.
I'm at 5.
So those swap. Chicago at 3.
I had Chicago at 2. Jags at 3.
Dallas at 2. Wait, who at 3?
Jags at 3.
Wow, you had Jags at 3, huh? That's where we're way off. I have them back at I don't have them way off. 13, I have them, but
Yeah, it's
I
more
would
for
love to
depth
hear your
than
top three.
high
Yeah,
end.
you love Hunter.
I do, and I'm
And
not
I hate
hitting
him,
it
yeah.
yet. So when you're looking at it that way, and also Myers, you have great buzz about Parker Washington right now. Whether I believe it, it's another story. I mean, still Strange was very effective when he was healthy last year. So I like the pieces there, but they probably don't deserve to be in top 3. I'm fine bumping them down. Bears are definitely 2 or 1 for me. I mean, they're really up there.
Yeah, I think so. They're at 3 for me, but yeah, they should be up there. And then we both are agreeing that the Rams are 1.
Yeah, Rams are 1, baby, 100%.
Oh,
Yep.
That's cool. I am writing. By the way, if you like this topic, I am. The reason why I did this is I'm writing an article and I'm going to rank all 32 teams
Nice.
based off of that. So that should be coming out the next day.
Glad I can help you with your homework, Louis.
Blitz Media. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So you can check that out at Blitz Media here probably by the end of the day tomorrow. All right. That was. Did Allie? Did you zone out and paint your nails?
No.
She's like, no.
No, I didn't. Yeah. So anyway, guys, let me just draw with my pen now. So we are going to do a lovely, fun, exciting draft, and we're going to do the worst trade draft ever. This is makes sense. We're talking about the draft. So, Louis, what is the order?
Do that. Sorry. All right. All right. I got 1. Allie, you're 2. Ryan, you're 3. And I will start with the first pick. And this is tough. I gotta go. I gotta worry about Allie taking this. The Louisiana Purchase.
Fuck.
Man. Okay.
Come
Good.
on.
Thank you. All right. I do. I'm glad. That's always a good thing when you get 2 fucks. You know you made a good pick. I was worried more about Allie, but Ryan says fuck too. That wouldn't make it back to me. One of the worst trades of all time is
900 miles of territory for $15 million. I mean, come on, a steal.
If you guys know this, but I'm on the dean's list, and I'm a scholar now. So I know all about the Louisiana Purchase, so much so that I will pass it to you, Allie, for the number 2 pick.
Well, I guess we'll keep on talking about land. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do use Crest white strips if we're just telling the camera stuff like Louis is. But I'm going to do the Alaska Purchase of 1867. So we all know that the U.S. traded 7.2 million to the Russian Empire for almost 600,000 square miles of frozen land. Whoops. That's dumb. So 1867, bad year for the U.S.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to the sports trades. Of course I am. I'm the sports guy here. I'm going to go with one of 2.
If you take my way, I'm going to punch you.
I just can't ever not do a sports thing. But all right, I'm going to just go the Blackhawks trading Dominic Hasek to the Sabres. I think that's the worst. I know everyone talks about Gretzky and like, all right, but they couldn't afford him. All right. They're, Edmonton, they couldn't afford him anymore. So this is different. You just literally traded the best goalie of all time for kind of nothing when he was super young. I mean, that's a major win. So that was terrible. Then I'm going to go, I think the worst trade in NBA history is not the Luka Doncic one. It's actually the Thunder trading away James Harden. That never made sense to me. They like tried to explain it away and like say, oh no, we needed pieces and Jeremy Lamb and it's going to be this and that. I mean, that trade was ass. That was mega ass. And he has been one of the best players in the league since that trade. So yeah, that was, I mean, I always wondered what that team would have looked like if it had stuck together a little longer. So yeah, that was bad.
Excellent picks, Ryan. Excellent. I'm going to go basketball in honor of the Knicks. In 1996, with the 13th overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets drafted and then traded the great Kobe Bryant. Wow.
That was that was Kobe pretty much forcing himself, saying, I mean, he literally told every team before the draft, I will only play for the Lakers.
Yep.
I don't know how you make that pick knowing that stance, but
money
yeah.
and also listening to a 17-year-old, you're like, okay, bud, like, but what a
yeah, for
what a
sure.
rock
But what a I mean, that's one of the biggest when you take that out of it, the confusion on why they would even pick him in the first place, knowing that it is obviously one of the craziest trades of all time.
Yeah.
And he goes on to be one of the best players of all time. I need to do Jack and the Beanstalk here. Trades in a cow, gets some magic beans, goes to the fucking mountaintop, gets all this shit. He's rich. He's now rich. He gets the gold. He gets the harp. He gets all these things from the and all because he traded a cow, which is a good life lesson that if your partner ever gets fat, trade him in and move on. No, I'm just and you will become rich and get a golden harp is what I'm trying to tell you. And then Selena Gomez going from Justin Bieber to Benny Blanco. Dude, what are we doing here? What are we even doing? Have we seen Justin Bieber? Have you heard his voice? Did you watch his Coachella set? Jesus, Selena, get a grip, dude.
Oh, you don't like Benny's producing skills?
Whatever he does, just look at the two. Justin's a fucking angel. Sorry, I almost got kissed this weekend. I'm really confused. I'm just
that is those excellent choices, and to bring it back to dudes, I'm going to talk about 1919, the great trade from the Red Sox to the New York Yankees, Babe Ruth. And that obviously started an 86-year World Series draft for Boston. What a bummer.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
All for like what, $100,000? Not that wasn't a lot more money then, but you know,
it was like $40 billion. We're like, that's a terrible trade.
Like, only for $100,000. Yeah.
That's worth 3 Louisiana purchases.
He could have had the whole United States.
Alaska is just developing, but a nation state. Anyway, go on.
All right, I'm going to go here with what I consider to be the worst trade in NFL history, and that is the Browns acquiring Deshaun Watson. I mean, for the vibes, for the juju, the bad juju, everything that you got along with Deshaun Watson coming to your team and then paying him all that money, you deserve every cent of it, the guaranteed money, all of it. So, yes, that was just – and this is also coming from someone who did believe his talent was still there when that trade was made. I mean, it's really remarkable what has kind of unraveled since then. But in the same vein, I'm going to go with my last pick of the worst trade draft of all time. This is going to be when Louis traded to me back in, it was October 11th, 2024. Let's listen to this trade, all right? Louis traded away Nico Collins, all right? Just one player. You're like, wow, it's Nico Collins. You must have gotten a really nice return for Nico Collins back in 2024. Well, this is what he got. He got Stephon Diggs, Deshaun Watson, Darnell Mooney, Aiden O'Connell, and Jaleel McLaughlin. That is it, folks. No draft picks. That is the
wait. Trade. You just wait. All those guys are still playing, and they're ready to fucking have their comeback.
Listen, that might make sense if Deshaun Watson was still on your roster, but actually a year and 3 days later, you dropped him, and then he was picked up by someone else for $350 dollars. So that's in my worst trades of all time. Congratulations, Louis.
I made a list. You know me. any exposure is good exposure. I'm good.
I'm stuck between two right now. This is my last pick, correct?
Yeah. You could use them both if you want.
Oh, okay.
We'll give you a bonus.
I'm going to say in my life how
Unless
I
you
trade.
pick one of mine.
things. So hopefully you won't. I'm going to double it up. Is that what you're saying? I'm going to pull a
go
Ryan.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull a Ryan here. I'm going to say a bad snack trade when you were a kid in school. So whether it was like I had a Ho-Ho's and I traded it for, I don't know, like Gushers, whatever that was. Those are both great snacks. And then that similarly, I traded one of the greatest devices ever, the iPhone with the home button. And I traded that in for an upgrade, which was at that point, the iPhone 11. And that then uses your face. And we know how my face looks. So never can tell. It never can tell it's me. So I missed you. I traded in my iPhone with the home button for it.
The snack thing is so great. It shows that you really don't pay attention to me on social media, because when I retweeted about the draft idea, I said my number one pick will be when I one time traded a Reese's Pieces cup for a yellow Starburst. And but yes, so I agree with you 100%. And thank you for stealing my. No, you did not steal my last pick.
I thought we canceled Twitter. I thought we were canceling Twitter.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It would have been different if you had traded for a pink or a red Starburst.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's just yellow sucks.
Well,
dude.
use your brain because you're on the dean's list. Show us the dean's list. Come on.
Yeah. Hold on. That's right.
There you go. All right. Just audio listeners. Louis went back to school and he's killing it.
Yeah, crushing it. Dean's list. I didn't even know there was a dean's list in community college. There was not even a fucking dean. Zero chance. I want to see him. I want to see who fucking signed this paper. I think it's just a guy named Dean. I just think it's. I'm sorry. Did you say that? I'm sorry.
That's okay. I took your other draft. So look at us taking shit.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I overstepped you like always. With the last pick, there's some things I really like. The Treaty of Tordesillas is one, the Spain and Portugal, where Portugal was like, here, I'll take this side of the line, and it was just Brazil, and the other side of the line was the rest of the world. That's I'm not using it. Ed Monick from Semi Pro for a washing machine when Will Ferrell trades, Jackie Moon trades for Ed Monick because he needs a washing machine. I like Lefty Grove, a Hall of Fame baseball player, was traded for a fence at one point in the early 1900s. I think is hilarious. But what I'll settle on is Schitt's Creek's fans. I don't know if you know the story behind it, but it's based off of Kim Basinger buying a town in Georgia for $20 million. And a few years later, when she went into bankruptcy, she had to sell it for $4 million. So not the greatest trade of all time for Kim Basinger, but loved her in Batman and wishing her the best with her bankruptcy.
Wish her the best. That is our draft?
That is it.
I have a couple honorable mentions. Do you guys want to do yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have the obvious, which I know this is coming up, probably Ryan in my number 5, but the 1975 Stamp Act, tax on paper document, that alongside the Townshend Revenue Act help fire up the Boston Tea Party. But there's that. And then one of my favorite baseball players, Nolan Ryan, when he got drafted, when the Mets gave him up to the Angels in 1971, that was no bueno.
Yep. That was a good one. Any extras that you had, Ray?
No, I think it was probably I think I would say when Progressive went from that really attractive woman as their spokesperson to Flo.
That's good.
What the fuck?
Good. That's good.
I mean, the other woman was a goddess, and Flo is just annoying. So I don't know. That was a bad trade.
Wow. That's
Ellie was reminded that she does a podcast with 2 guys tonight. Very much.
You're like, go paint your nails, girl. I'm like, I did. Okay.
I'm surprised Ellie didn't pick the Seahawks going from Pete Carroll to McDonald, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
I
a-
would
that's a
have.
bad one.
That's
Good guy.
Anyone that's ever fired Pete Carroll, bad choice.
that's called my biggest heartbreak is when I yeah, that's what we'll do. So everyone, thank you for listening to Analytics for the Nerds. We did move it up this week by a day, but so thank you for watching, and we will see you soon. Thanks.